Welcome to our first of 3 research stays. We are absolutely blown away, and I think you might be too as I walk you around the situation. So, arriving in Melozhori, you first notice that the landscaping has been immaculately thought through. And this is our home for the next 48 hours. Incredibly reasonably priced, and we're assuming it is about 150 square meter footprint. We did the 1, 2, 3 meter measuring. All right, so this is the waterfall pod. They have, I believe, 4 offerings and then the main lodge. It's absolutely amazing. I will take you for a little walk through and you can see for yourself. Welcome to the waterfall pod. It's pretty great in here. So there is brushed concrete floors. There is a wood-fired pizza oven. They provide you, we have gone with the semi-catered package. Now, worth noting that this is a halal property, and the owners do not actively advocate for the sale of alcohol. So bring your own bottle of wine should you want to enjoy it, but the catered package is incredibly reasonable and incredibly generous. So you receive a variety of nibbles, which we've already kind of started on, to be honest. So they provide you with a fully stocked kitchen, everything you need, all of your utensils, all of your cooking supplies are very tidy and well laid out. They also provide you with enough wood to light the fire and everything you need. Some citronella candles because there is mosquitoes and flies in South Africa. There is no question about that. Now, for the sake of aesthetics, I've taken away all of the normal packagey foods like the bags of crisps, etc. So they give you a generous selection of packaged nibbles and some lovely homemade goodies as well as farm fresh eggs, the same as we do in the same little case. My friend Lisa bought me this case, this little egg holder. Hi, Lisa. So yeah, farm fresh eggs. We still have a feather on one of them, so that's pretty. And shall we continue the tour of the kitchen? In your semi-catered package, you also receive non-alcoholic sparkling grape juice and basically everything you need. We went for the carnivorous package, so we have some T-bone steaks for tomorrow and all of the fixins for pizza tonight and frozen pizza bases. So an incredibly generous amount of sustenance for a 2-day stay. And moving right along into the living room, the entire pod is open plan, obviously catering to couples. There are adorable little touches, like a little card game, conversation starters for couples, love edition. Everything is very tidily, organically, and elegantly packaged, and there's a divine continuity to all of their materials. So my favorite part is, the lighting's going to be terrible at this time of night, but there is amazing birds. There's one. We got one. He's visiting that yellow, gorgeous creature. So those are local residents, and they are pretty cute. So these windows are floor to ceiling. They're huge, huge. The closest neighbor who exists on this property is 10 kilometers away. So you're pretty remote, but you do not feel at all abandoned. So at the heart of this incredibly well-appointed, very thoughtfully designed pod is a rather impressive California king-size bed. So attention to detail is off the chain. The interior is incredibly natural and elegant, and I would say timeless. They have gone for a really high-end finish that is going to keep looking good for quite some time. They've also, of course, got all of your bathrobes. They went for a microfiber. We've gone for cotton. So your bathrobes and slippers. And at the very end of this beautiful pod is the ensuite. So you've got a shower, very open and inviting. Personally, being this remote, I wouldn't have bothered with smoked or glazed glass. I would have just kept that so that you can completely enjoy having your shower. Beautiful wood block interior. I mean, this stuff is stunning. They've got the same lights as we've got up at the retreat. There you go. And I guess they were decorated about the same time. So that's the situation. And then, of course, a lovely little bathtub. It's quite shallow and quite small because they do have water issues, obviously, from time to time in South Africa. So rather than having a huge, deep, crazy, hungry bath, they have a very reasonable sized bath that still, I'm pretty sure, will fit 2 people, which we're going to find out. So some other facts that I'm just going to tag onto this video that are worth mentioning is we are surrounded by several thousand hectares of game reserve. So it is a fenced area, and the animals are born here and live a safe and complete life, and we get to go visit them tomorrow. There is still animals that come and go and can get through the fences. Some roaming leopards, for example, have been spotted by several guests. And much to Damon's delight, and also it makes him slightly nervous, is the fact that there is a variety of snakes out in the landscape. So the one you have to watch out for is something called the puff adder that can turn around and bite you, and is a very lazy little fellow, and you won't know that you're upon him until you step on him because he's very, very well camouflaged. There's also a cobra and pythons and other varieties of snake, and Damon is hoping to see a non-poisonous one during his stay here at Melozhori. The other interesting thing that they said is occasionally a baboon gets into the pod, and they are very destructive. So we must keep the doors closed. So while the master suite is impressive, I think my favorite little touch was the lovely gift and welcome card. I mean, how nice is that? A little note and a little gift so that we can remember our stay. I mean, that is pretty cute, and I'm gonna be stealing the idea and leaving some fairly adorable Kiwiana for our guests in future at Matsukana Retreat. And had to show you this. We are having an ongoing debate, my husband and myself. I would like a wood-fired situation at the farm for our guests because we have an abundance of fallen trees, and that abundance is going to continue for a very long time. So they light the little box before you arrive. There you go. And they believe that it takes about 1 hour for the hot tub to heat up. Oh, it's already nice. It's not too hot. And yeah, you get to sit in the hot tub. We won't subject you to that. All right, and tomorrow night is barbecue night. So they give you everything you need. This is the situation in Africa, is a grill and an open fire. This is I believe they call it braai here in South Africa, and it was what we ate on and was cooked on every single day and night when we were on safari in Botswana. So this situation, a steel grill and some wood and an open fire. So everything you need for your barbecue experience is catered for. There's more than enough wood for your stay. They recommend we don't have a raging fire because we don't want anything out there to light up. So yes, thank you very much for joining us for the tour of the waterfall. Say good night and thank you, Damon.
Good night and thank you, Damon.
Thank you for, hanging out with me for the last 11 minutes that this video has subjected you to. And please do subscribe if you want news of our travels and, of course, the Matakana Retreat developments. Thanks again for joining us.